So we've been chatting like on kind of the death side or a will, but walk me through the differences between some of the other important estate documentation someone should have. So we've talked a little bit about the will, but power of attorney, personal directive in Alberta. Can you tell me a little bit about the differences between those documents?
Yeah, when we say estate planning, we're talking about 3 documents.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a will, a power of attorney, and a personal directive. The will decides who the executor is, and decides where your money goes, where your assets go, and who takes care of your minor children. Mm-hmm. Those are the main things that a will does. A will does not take effect until the moment we pass away. Mm-hmm. So it's a document that's there, that's ready, but it does not take effect until we pass away.
Yeah.
The other 2 documents are if we lose capacity, or if capacity starts to be a problem. So we're diagnosed with a dementia, we're in a car accident, we're in a coma. We're not able to make either healthcare decisions or personal decisions for ourselves, or we're not able to make financial decisions for ourselves. Yeah. In that case, the power of attorney takes care of the finances. It names an attorney or 2 to take care of your paying your bills and dealing with your finances. If you need to move to a long-term care facility, it's selling your home, it's, amalgamating your assets to some extent to allow for that transition. The agent, under the personal directive, they're making the personal decisions, healthcare decisions, where you live, who can associate, who can visit you, keeping up with your social activities, your, going to church every week, doing whatever it is that you normally do from a social perspective. If you're a young person, they might even still be dealing with employment or education-related issues that come up. So your personal decisions, personal directive, and an agent governs that, and power of attorney, financial decisions, and the attorney governs that. Most of the time, these documents come into effect when a doctor declares us incapable. Mm-hmm. With the financial one, we can also declare it to come into effect in other circumstances. So these days, we see it come into effect where we have grandma who's 93, she's doing well, she's still living at home, she's finding it harder to pay her bills because her way of paying the bills is not online, it's walking into the bank and doing that bank payment. But she's finding that more and more troubling, more and more difficult. And sometimes it doesn't even work at the branch. And they tell you to go online or to contact things, right? Yeah. So that's where sometimes we declare, even though grandma is totally fine and she can make her decisions herself, we declare it to come into effect early to help her out. Mm-hmm. To say, okay, son is going to start stepping in to help on the finances just to alleviate that stress, even though we know you can do it. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes that kind of can come into effect. So they're planning tools. Yeah. We don't know how they're going to come in they may never come into effect. Mm-hmm. Right? If we pass away having capacity up until the moment we pass, the documents never come into effect.
Yeah.
Just the will come into effect.
Exactly.